Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to some more The Last of Us. We're gonna be continuing, well, not from where we left off last time because I kinda messed up and it didn't record the last two missions we gotta do for Sublight. But you guys didn't really miss much, it was just like a side quest. So yeah, we just had to steal some gas for one of the missions and the other one we basically had to take over a pig farm for this lady. It was kind of a weird request, but whatever. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm pretty bored playing this game. So right now, I'm just kind of continuing it because I don't want this to be like yet another Let's Play on a channel that isn't completed. But with that being said, I don't know, this game is pretty freaking boring for a game that like has like a lot of good reviews, and objectively speaking this game is bad. But it's nothing to write home about either. It's not like, oh, this is amazing, or oh, this is really good. It's just okay. And this game does kinda, I guess, you could say, have the makings of something like that could be quote unquote great, but it's not there yet. This game is gonna play a game that it very much shows in every aspect, I guess is the best way to put it.
Target track, here we go!
Yeah, man, I guess it's good Fallout. You definitely like this, but I like Fallout. I just definitely played it because it's got a Fallout experience and it's that is the same thing. I still very much will not I don't know. It's not Fallout. It's not something I really think about going back to playing, or not something I get excited to sit down and play or sit down and record. You know, it's just like more Outer Worlds, here we go. You know? So this might be the last video, or maybe not. I don't know. If any of you guys are care, I guess, you could like leave it down in the comment section if you want me to continue or not. I will be playing Ghost of Tsushima in a few months. It's like scheduled to come out pretty soon, and from everything we've seen, it looks amazing. But yeah, this is, I don't know. Like the world is pretty meh. I mean, graphically, it's pretty meh. The loading screens are horrible. I hate them. They definitely slow down the pace of the game by a lot. Gunplay is pretty meh. Like, it's okay. It's not great or anything. It's just okay. I would say this game's like saving grace is definitely the characters. And just the way, like, what's the word I'm looking for? The vibe, I guess. This world is pretty interesting in terms of the way like everyone's like a corporate slave essentially, and then you have these few outliers like the members of my crew, and I may not like most of them, but they're also each pretty interesting. Like they definitely don't suffer from the same problem that the characters had in Mass Effect and Andromeda, where they weren't interesting and they were unlikable. These characters, let me use the priest guy for example. Like, he's a pretty interesting character, but I tend not to spend too much time talking to him because, well, he's a fucking priest, and I just don't like being around people that are that religious for long periods of time. I try to avoid them in general. And that's not like a knock on like religious people. I don't know if you are, that's cool, but you know, there's extremists and every, you know, you guys know what I'm saying. Like the extremist, and that's kind of what he is in a way. You know, those people that like you're just having a normal conversation with, and somehow they find a way to like, oh, there's a chest back there, nice. Milk is a bit of a drunk, and I don't know, she seems pretty dysfunctional. Granted, I have not spent a ton of time talking to her as yet. I would say like out of all these characters, Pravat is the only one that I like so far. Um, the other dude is just like a hot mess, and I don't really care about him.
Take your best shot, asshole.
Oh right, there's the medic chick, and she's also pretty interesting. She seems like fun to be around. What the hell? Whoa. But that was funny. Anyway, what was I saying? Uh, I can't remember what I was talking about, but yeah. Like, the characters aren't horrible characters or anything. I just like kind of misfires them, I guess. Most of them anyway. Like, I kind of bought this game meaning there was like a 50-50 chance I was either gonna like it or not. I guess is the best way to put it. Um, and it's not to say that I don't enjoy RPGs, because I do. I love open world games. I don't even know how this guy got behind me without me like, not noticing. But yeah, I know I didn't finish Red Dead and Witcher on like the channel, but I did finish them up in like my private time. It was just like really fucking hard to record anything at a bad end. So it was definitely more of a pain in the ass. It's gotten better, but we still aren't. I'm not where I would like to be in terms of my setup and stuff. Um, but yeah, I do enjoy open world games and shit. But this is just, first of all, it's not a complete open world, and right as I was saying, and the
Crew
loading
members
screens
Ellie and
are
Max are engaged in a heated
freaking
discussion in the kitchen.
horrible, dude. They very much like kill the mood of this overall game, and this game already has like very mediocre, just okay gameplay, and to kind of
Max.
kill the loop
Maximilian.
with like a really
Vicar.
obnoxious
Vicky.
bad loading screen is just like,
Shoot, I forgot.
uh,
It'll come to me.
and yeah, the low journal like entries on the different like flora and fauna that you find on the different planets is um it was kind of novel at first, but it gets old pretty quickly, and you're just like staring at the loading screen being like, when is this gonna be over? And I assume that is a lot better on PC because, you know, SSDs and shit, but on console it is pretty bad. Alright, so we just did some repairs and upgraded my guns a bit.
I have received a transmission from Roseway from
Oh,
a Dr. Shaw.
okay. I'm gonna deal with that later. Don't know who the hell Dr. Shaw is. But yeah, we are going by the groundbreaker, and we're gonna
Destination reached. The
call this
Groundbreaker.
one when we got her gas and stuff. And then I'm most likely gonna have to backtrack and head back to Monarch. Alright, here we are. Back on Groundbreaker. So, I'm gonna be honest. I think this game suffers from like not having romance options. It's very rare that kind of more mainstream RPG, I would say, because this isn't a AAA RPG, but a more mainstream RPG, like, gives you all these, like, conversational options and dialogue options and shit. So, like, with all these different, like, crew members, and you can get to know them and stuff, but you can't romance any of them. It's a bit weird.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop.
Thank
Take
you.
this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
Good luck, I guess.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here
So
you
I'm
are with all
guessing
your
we're
limbs
gonna get to
attached.
go to this
Call me
Byzantine
impressed,
place
contractor.
eventually? I don't know.
No one you saw, anyway. Glad to see you're looking out for yourself. You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook. Catherine sounds pleased as a pig in shit over cornering the Borst markets. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they?
Not really. It's kind of a weird question.
I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs.
She's afraid
You
of
never
pigs?
know, you know? I've got a lot on my mind, but it's nothing that concerns you. At least, not yet. I have another job lined up,
Yeah,
assuming
that
you're
was a
still
weird
interested in
fucking
work.
tangent.
You're gonna salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
Looking to expand, huh? Fallbrook ain't big enough for you?
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
I like how she just ignores Nyoka, like, who are you?
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal. Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that. Glad we understand each other. I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
Alright. What was I thinking? Yeah. This game's dialogue is like, I guess I could say like the one thing I really enjoy in this game is interacting with characters and like talking to them and stuff.
I took a job once to clear out a rap nest. Partnered up with a fellow out of Fallbrook who called himself Dirty Don. Bit on the shorter side. Had a penchant for cards. Thing is, he introduces himself and the man is immaculate. Clean. He had a flowery presence to him. A pleasantness that didn't invade your space. He was just there and you
So
were
he was
glad
a
for
bot? Cause that's what it sounds like so far.
When we set out to hunt down the Raptidons, I found out firsthand where his nickname came from. Dirty Don killed those Raptidons with his bare hands. His bare fucking hands, Captain. He was a whirlwind of grotesque primal fury. In the end, he stood drenched in blood over the entrails of a dozen raps. If he had a scratch on him, I wouldn't have been able to tell. It was glorious.
Sounds that way. What happened to him?
Day came when he tried to take on a mana queen. Got himself eaten one limb
Ew.
at a time. Wonder if he tasted like soap. Oh well, live and learn. No matter how tough you are, if you're gonna fight something bigger than you, bring a firearm.
Advice to live by, kids. Yeah, I'm just joking. These videos aren't meant for kids. If you're a kid, fuck off.
CNP burst pockets can be macrowave
Right.
2.5 seconds. Burst pockets.
What the hell was I saying? Wait, dialogue in this game. One thing that I enjoy, actual gameplay, boring as hell.
Don't take my word for it. See for
These weapons don't
Have a
really
look.
have any real feedback or kick to them. The sound design for them is just like, eh. The animations is just are a bit, eh. And I've heard that the melee combat is even worse. Granted, I have not tried it. I've seen it. It looks lame. That's like the best way I could put it. I don't know. This game, like, for the sequel, which I assume there's gonna be a sequel. If I remember correctly, like, Microsoft recently bought Obsidian, so they're either gonna be working on something new for Xbox Series X exclusive, or they're gonna be doing a part 2 to this, and it's gonna either be a timed exclusive or an Xbox Series X exclusive. Well, what passes for Xbox exclusive these days, which means it's most likely gonna be available on PC as well, which is good. Don't get me wrong. I've heard people complain about that, but I actually think that's a very good thing. Microsoft, while not having exclusives, not like, I don't really think they care about selling consoles in the same way that Sony does. Maybe I don't know, but I gotta say, so far their approach to how they've been like handling crossplay and just everything else has been very customer friendly, which is good.
You looking to shoot targets, varmints, or marauders? Whatever it is, I'll
Okay,
set you
lady.
square.
Yeah, I'm not a console fanboy. I think console fanboy is fucking weird on a whole. Like, if you're that loyal to a brand, to a company that doesn't even know you exist, it's freaky, it's weird. I've seen people on YouTube like that, and I'm just like, oh no, man, it's fucking weird. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, this game like suffers from really mediocre gameplay. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It's just okay, and then the loading screens just kill it. And I know it sounds like I'm complaining because, well, I am. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, I am. I spent $60 on this. Well, actually, rephrase, I spent 150 Barbados dollars on this. So, which is like what I have to pay for like $60 at PSN points. If I bought this game as a disc, it would have been more expensive.
Both teams have tested negative for performance
But yeah,
enhancing
this overall world, and like the characters in it, freaking interesting. And while I may not like some of these side characters that are like on my
Good to
ship,
see you again.
in terms of like, I just like the priest for example, I'm just like, nah, fuck that guy. But he's still interesting. And he's not unlikable necessarily because of the rating, it's just me, if you guys get what I'm saying. And like, the rest of this open world and just kind of like the overall
Have you seen this
concept
man?
interesting.
Reward offered for information on the capture of lunar terrorist Phineas Wells.
The like design and stuff, not a huge fan of. I don't necessarily like the whole Fallout ish style
You look like
design.
someone who's taken their share of cuts and
I
bruises.
don't really know
Need some
what you
armor?
would call it.
Maybe it's a bit
I guess this
secondhand,
is
but that's only testament to its durability.
steampunkish,
We also have a line of
mixed
specialized
with
melee
sci-fi.
weapons. For those times you have to repel borders but don't want to risk a bullet through the
I
hull.
don't know, but I'm not a huge fan of the overall aesthetic. But you know, the world itself, and the people in it interesting. Gameplay, meh. Overall aesthetic, not a huge fan of. Some people might like it. That is hugely subjective. But I don't know. I really don't know if I'm gonna finish this or not. Like, a part of me wants to see how this all ends. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. I don't really care about, like, my main objective, which I think is a pretty bad thing. Because I feel like a game like this, you know, world games should still have, like, the whole, like, you have a main quest, and should still give you, like, a reason to want to complete that main quest eventually, if not right away.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen? Fresh from the grinder, any hour.
Right. As I was saying, shit, what was I saying? Lost my train of thought.
C&P chicken and potatoes.
Anyway, I think we're gonna make our way back to Monarch and just continue on with this stuff. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't care about these lost colonists that I'm supposed to be saving. I don't really feel like this game did a very good job, like, establishing that and, like, making you give a crap about this, like, crazy kooky scientist and then these people that you're supposed to be rescuing. But at the same time,
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in
again,
a heated discussion in the kitchen.
so that's just gonna be a thing every time I come on the ship now. Those two are always gonna be at it. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, I don't care about the people on the Lost Hope or whatever it's called. This game didn't do a very good job establishing them. And yeah, I don't really have much of a motivation to rescue them. I don't know if that's gonna, like, ramp up in a bit, because I also feel like I'm pretty far behind on the main quest, even though I feel like I've been playing for a while. And maybe I haven't. I don't know. I'll have to, like, check. But if I haven't, and I feel that way, this game has some shit pacing. Cause, and I think that has a lot to do with the freaking loading screens, dude. It is really bad. I usually love doing side quests, but at the same time, I kind of feel like, and not necessarily because of the side quests themselves, but just because of the amount of time that I spend staring at a blank screen with a loading bar at the bottom. Like, every other quest, it doesn't feel like the main quest. Feels like a freaking chore, because you know you're gonna have to sit and wait for this thing. And I know I sound like a super spoiled freaking gamer right now, because everybody had to deal with loading screens at some point in time, because it's just a thing that video games had for a long time before recently. But still, I,
We're now
I hate them.
informed of a
They're
stellar day,
horrible. They
Captain.
suck. Like, you see how quick I was able to, like, transition from that one location to this one? But now I leave, and it's gonna be a whole loading screen. And the thing is, this game still has a ton of pop-in. So, it's whatever. I'm done. I'm done. see what I was saying? Pop in. That happens every time, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna stop like complaining because it kind of sounds like I'm whining about the game, and in a way I am, but I'm also just trying to like, you know, give my thoughts. And I feel like a lot of people have been like praising this game a little too much, because while it's okay, I definitely don't feel like it's anything to write home about, and I definitely would not advise paying $60 for this. This game is like a $30 game for me. I would wait till this goes on sale or something before I buy it for sure. This game is good all around, but it has like a lot of, but being good all around just doesn't cut it, you know? It's just kind of like, eh. This isn't, like, none of these missions so far have been memorable or anything like that. But this isn't one of those games you tell your friends, hey, have you played this? Are you like, oh, did you get to the part where such and such happens? It's not like that, you know?
And unstoppable. And you're unshuttable.
And I gotta know, how exciting is this game to watch anyway? Like, cause I spend a lot of time in menus and stuff, and that, I get that that's just part of the RPG experience in general, and I don't really want to cut a ton of stuff out for you guys. And I've been fast traveling a little more, instead of just like running from one place to the next, just kind of like trying to cut down time. But yeah, how entertaining is this to watch in terms of like the actual action? Cause it doesn't really feel that awesome. So is it fun to like visually at least? I guess you guys will have to tell me. Yeah, I really want some feedback to know if I should continue this or not. Cause honestly, I feel like just putting this down and not looking at it. Not, I don't mean just like not recording content for it and playing it off. Can't even really say off camera because I'm not on camera, but you guys know what I mean. I don't even mean that, I just mean putting it down in general because I'm not whelmed, I guess. It's like the best way to put it. Any of you guys that ever watched that Young Justice cartoon know what I mean? There's like a Robin reference, but yeah, like, I don't know, I don't look at this game and go like, oh, that was awesome. After I was done playing, I want to play more. After I finish recording, it's just like, okay, that's over with. Let me go watch something, or play some Call of Duty, or play something I actually want to play.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the
Not
latest houseball
really.
games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths. Aren't they just? When I get to worrying about the marauders outside, the raptidons chewing at the walls, I just turn my transceiver up to drown it all out. Most of the time it's static on account of the frequency being clogged up, but sometimes it's tossball. So, what can I do for you? Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda, like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch. Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
Just so.
They were pretty distinct. Monarch doesn't exactly have a thriving dental industry, and Isaac seemed to get stuck in all sorts of bad habits, dietary and otherwise. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the liter, other times he'd keep betting on a losing team, started owing the wrong people money. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Alright, so we gotta go find these guys real quick and just solve this murder. I know my commentary hasn't really been, but it has been about the game, but I know it hasn't really been about exactly what we're doing. Right now, we are solving a murder. But I don't know, I've wanted to say this for a while, and I've just been kind of like holding off or holding back. And I don't want to make anyone feel like that. Anyone that enjoys this game or anyone that has purchased this game, I don't want them to feel like their purchase or their enjoyment is invalid, because I feel like me not enjoying this is more because I don't like Fallout type games. And this is very much a Fallout type game, and I don't like Fallout. I feel like that has a lot to do with me not enjoying it.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
You guys humans are animals, like what the hell?
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business. Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly? Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
I don't know what the hell would make him think that I'm a pencil pusher, dude. Anywho. Now we gotta go talk to the mayor, or whatever the hell you would call this guy. Basically the person in charge of the town.
Well, new business
I'm not here to do
turns up
business
at
with you,
last.
fam.
Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the
I
loins?
think that counts for sexual harassment.
Often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting.
Nah, fam. You got a meeting with me.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you
Dude's
here?
weird. First impression, this guy is weird. Really weird.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
I'm gonna try to stay on his good side.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Rough. Right.
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
Something to be said for perseverance. I endeavor to persevere myself.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Why did I bring the Prius with me? Should have gotten rid of them.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's
Shut
future,
up, dude.
but the tracks the train runs
Oh
on
god,
are
you're
forged
so
for practicality.
annoying.
I don't know what intellectualism means, but if someone's willing to build us a few practical things around here, I ain't gonna judge them on account of their beliefs.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
Alright, so I'm most likely gonna have to like help this guy out with whatever the hell he wants.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
Indeed not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Wow. That actually sounds pretty nice.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance. In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? But that's terrible. What happened? I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them eventually.
Sure, I believe you.
It really was on my to-do list. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services. You think we're the problem? Have you even heard the nonsense Graham is spewing?
Unfortunately, it's hard to have not heard it around these parts.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners. Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. And the first step is getting the Bolt 52. I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
That dude's an idiot. I'm sorry, but
He's not the brightest of minds, but he makes up for it with enthusiasm.
That's not what I would call it.
Still, I had him posted on the landing pad in hopes that he'd stay out of everyone's way. I'll see about additional training.
A vicar, huh? You a true believer, or do you just like the title?
no, he's actually a nutcase.
Why, that's borderline
Right.
offensive, Ms. Revelry
So
Whitworth.
we are
Of
gonna
course
call
I
it here,
believe
guys. Thank you
the
so much
times
for
are
watching.
really
Leave a like if you
well-earned
enjoyed,
bonus.
and if you want me to
I had
continue
another
this
believer
series,
once.
leave a
What'd she
like,
say?
hit that subscribe
He thought he'd
button,
been left
and
behind for
let
a
me
reason.
know,
Thought he'd find some kind of
cause I
cosmic
am
truth in
really
the
up in the
wilderness.
air about this.
Got
I will
himself infected
continue
by
it
a
if you guys
mantis
want
and
me to,
drowned in a sulfur
and
pool.
I will try not to
Some
be
truth.
negative Nancy about it.
Can't get more brutally true than survival of
Promise.
the fittest.
But yeah,
But don't
let
mistake
me
us all
know
for
if you
blind
guys
fools.
want to
Intellect
continue
was a
watching this,
large
because
part
there are so
of
many
Steve's
Let's
way
Plays
of
on
living.
YouTube for this
Glad to
game
hear
that
it.
are done already. So yeah, bye.